spiritual attack is. I feel like I speak on spiritual attack frequently because that's something that I have experienced, and a lot of us experience, but don't really understand what that is. And so as I always fucking go on about, the spiritual and the physical are connected. What happens in the spiritual realm is what is going to happen in the physical realm. What's happened in the physical realm is what is going on in the spiritual, or has already taken place. I gave the example in one of my videos about how we are spirits first, and then we're birthed into the 3D, into the physical material realm. But we are, wider, I guess, first, and then we come through whoever we come through. Just the same as if you have some sort of spiritual belief, you maybe pray for things, or ask for things, or call things into being, or affirm things before you experience it in the physical realm, and by doing that it becomes physical. You experience the thing. If you want to get into it on more of a scientific level, I've been talking about quantum leaping, which really is just indigenous spirituality. So it's like spirituality with science, goes hand in hand with science, which is what real spirituality to me is. So quantum leaping is connected to, I guess, neuroscience, connected to the way our brains work, the way our nervous system works. So our nervous system is what determines. Your nervous system is usually what creates your reality, because it's what we know, and it's what we're continuously actualizing or activating. But back to spiritual attack. Spiritual attack can look like spiritual attack looks like anything that can happen in the physical. It's not necessarily like something that's happening spiritually that you won't be experiencing in the physical realm. So this can affect your mental health. It can affect your physical health, well-being. It can affect your emotions and your mind, so all the different parts of you. If, for example, if you are being emotionally, physically, mentally, psychologically, any kind of abused, that is spiritual attack. If someone is that someone fucking with your spirit, your wider, your life force, your power, your sense of integrity, your energy that is yours to your right, your spiritual authority. What's the word that I want to say? It's not even spiritual authority. It's your spiritual life force, because they're attacking it and taking your life force, or attempting to take your life force away from you. So that's what spiritual attack can be. Jealousy, it can be envy. Spiritual attack can be lies being told about you. It can be someone continuously gaslighting you over and over and over and over again, to the point where you are not consciously, or not consciously, to the point where you are doubting yourself, doubting your own truth, not moving in harmony with yourself and who you really are. That is all spiritual attack. I think because people don't understand spiritual stuff, they can think that spiritual attack is completely disconnected from the physical, and it is not. That for people that think that, those are people that do not understand the spirit realm at all. attack can look like anything that someone is doing in the physical that is messing with your inherent life force, your mind, your emotions, your body, your well-being, and then of course all of those are connected to your spirit, and in turn all those things would be draining you, and they can have physical implications, like literally feeling fatigue, literally feeling anxiety, your nervous system being damaged, and you needing to physically go and do certain things certain physical things. Like, for example, I get acupuncture as a way to heal my nervous system. There are so many other ways, and use plants and herbs, and it can take a really long time to heal and reset your nervous system. It doesn't have to, but it can do. I think it depends on how receptive we are to healing, and to new possibilities, and that's why I love affirmations. Affirmations are a great way of healing your nervous system and also deflecting spiritual attack. So if you know you're being spiritually attacked, or going through certain things on the regular, using these physical practices, so getting mirimiri, getting rumi, getting acupuncture, taking certain herbs physically and spiritually aligned for you. For example, if you know you're being spiritually attacked when it comes to your heart space, you could use kawa, just as a common one. If you know you're being physically attacked when it comes to your voice and it's literally making you sick, like you could be getting a cough or a cold, which is quite common, you might want to have mint tea. Mint clears the throat and the chest, and it also clears the mind, and it also clears and cuts cords of attachment to things that are not yours to carry, and can return things back to sender. Or if you something is being spoken about you, mint is a great one because it brings refreshing to your own energy. Or if something is affecting your sense of clarity, that's coming from an external force, mint is also great because it brings clarity. It clears the airways, it clears the chest. So those are just examples of how the physical and the spiritual are connected, and don't let anyone tell you that those two aren't connected. That just is a showing of their own lack of inherent understanding of their own self and their own body and their own mind and their own wairua. After you've listened to this, and if this is something that you're not familiar with, start to pay attention to if you feel like you might be going through spiritual attack or emotional, mental attack from someone, an experience, or something's draining you in general. Notice how it affects your body. This is why we really need to affirm that we are sensual beings. Sensuality is not about just sex or something, or physical pleasure. It's about being in touch with who we are and what's happening at any given time. We forget that we are beings that have senses because these institutions and constructs constantly teach us to shut them off and mute them and avoid and numb ourselves and not feel. But feeling is really, really important because it shows you what is going on with yourself and your response to your external world. So yeah, listen in and pay attention, because it really is a time where there's a lot of breakthroughs in the collective, and there could be a lot of spiritual, physical, emotional, mental attack, and it's really important for us to note how it's showing up in our day-to-day through our body. And if you need to go to the doctor as well, go to the doctor, do what you need to do.